Hello everyone, my name is Heather and welcome to the channel Bookables. Today I'm going to share with you my summer TBR. So I don't do TBRs anymore, and I stopped that, I want to say, a couple years ago now. I used to do monthly TBRs, and I would really try to pick out books to read every single month, and I really tried to be strict with that, and I just learned that that is not the way to go for me. I have learned that I am a mood reader, and I can write lists as much as I want to, but I'm just going to read whatever I'm in the mood for at the moment, and I'm still like that. But I still do at the beginning of each month, like, kind of write a list in my planner of books I would like to check out. It's not pertinent that I do. If I get to them, great. If I don't get to them, that's fine. But I thought maybe I could do this like once every 3 months or so, like kind of have a seasonal TBR. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna share with you all of the books I plan to read in the months of June, July, and August. As of filming, I have already read like 4 or 5 books, so there's that. But yeah, the rest of these I'm going to talk about today, I would love to get to. If I get to them, great. If I don't, that's okay too. But I thought it'd just be interesting so you can see what kind of I'm planning to read in these summer months. So first up, I want to talk about my backlist books. You guys know I've talked about it so much, you're probably sick of it. I'm doing this whole challenge this year called 22 Books to Read in 2022, which is a backlist challenge where I read books that are published before 2022. You get the gist. I've been trying to read 2 books of those every single month, and I'm still doing really well with it. So the one I would like to get to in June is No Exit by Taylor Adams. This is a mystery thriller that was very, very popular a couple years ago, and it also became a Hulu adaptation. And then in July or August, these are not like anything like I'm going to read, you know, they're just kind of on there. I have Binti. This is a sci-fi novella that I've been meaning to read. I've been trying to read more sci-fi this year, which as time goes on, I realize maybe I'm not that much into sci-fi, but it's a novella and I've heard nothing but good things about this. I want to say it's like 100 pages, so it should be pretty easy, much like All Systems Red by Martha Wells. Again, a very short novella. This one's actually a series. I think Binti's a series as well, but either way, I want to read both of the first books in that. And then the other 2 that are full-length novels on my backlist list is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I was going to take this off my list, but then I thought I would like to at least try it, so I'm going to try it. This one has mixed reviews. A lot of people love it. There's some people that don't love it, so I've never read a Matt Haig book, so we're gonna have to see how I feel about it. The last book on my backlist challenge that I want to read this summer is Velvet is the Night by Silvia Morano Garcia. I've read one of her other books before called Mexican Gothic. This one is about the 1970s and like a murder mystery thing happens. I don't know much about it. Either way, those are the backlist books I want to read. Going into the new releases, it's pretty much going to be similar just like to a video I just put out. Number my most anticipated. Number 1, Flying Solo by Linda Holmes is her newest book. She wrote Evie Drake Starts Over, which I read a few years ago and love, so I definitely want to read her newest book this month, actually, in particular. I have Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. This one comes out in August, and I do have an e-arc of it, so I probably will read it in July, I'm thinking. Easy Darker by Alice Feeney. My approval is pending on NetGalley, so I don't think I'm going to get approved for it, but either way, it comes out in August, so I will for sure be reading it in August. It's a mystery thriller, kind of a la Agatha Christie, which I read an Agatha Christie book last month and really enjoyed it. So any chance to read kind of something similar to Agatha Christie, I will jump at. I do have some physical books. Stay Awake by Megan Golden, also coming out in August. I have an arc of it, so I definitely plan to read this probably in July, I would say. It's another mystery thriller. Then The Last Housewife by Ashley Winstead. I read her first book, In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. It was on my backlist challenge. Loved it. Her newest mystery thriller comes out in August, and again, I think my approval is going to be denied on NetGalley, so I have to wait till August, which is fine, but either way, I can't wait to read this one. This is probably my most anticipated of the whole summer, honestly. I cannot wait. The last book in the summer for like the new books is Girl Forgotten by Karen Slaughter. This is her second book, kind of following pieces of her, which is the only Karen Slaughter book I've read because Karen Slaughter writes some dark stuff, and that one was manageable. Netflix show. I didn't love the show, but I'm interested to see what she's going to do with the second book in it. I didn't really even think that there needs to be a sequel, but I'm going to check it out regardless. There's also Carrie Soda's Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I forgot to mention that I will definitely be reading this one again. Comes out in August. I'm waiting for approval on NetGalley. Probably will be denied, but either way, I will for sure be reading it in August. Stack of books here that are kind of new releases that came out this year that if I can get to them in these next couple months, great. If not, that's fine too. 1, The Royals Next Door by Karina Hall. I bought this at Target because it just looks really cute, much like Lease on Love by Fallon Ballard. So I saw them at Target, and then I saw a lot of people talk about them, and I'm like, I'm gonna buy these because I'm gonna start getting back into the physical world of books, because you guys know I have a 10-month-old baby now, so I'm starting to get a little bit back into the physical book world. So I would love to read both of these. I've heard really good things about them, and they just kind of scream summery cute reads. Book of Night by Holly Black. This is her first adult fantasy book. If I'm honest with you, I haven't heard anybody talk about it. Like, I know it's been talked about, like it's being released, but I haven't heard anybody that's read it and what they thought about it. So your guess is as good as mine. It's only 300 pages. I don't know anything about it other than that it says it's kind of similar to Neil Gaiman and Aaron Morgenstern, which is iffy for me. So I want to check it out. If I do, great. One that's been on my freaking radar forever is Black Cake by Charmaine Wilkerson. This one I keep putting on my hold in the library, and it always comes. I don't know about you, but when I have so many holds at the library as far as ebooks go, I'll have like 7, and then I'll be like, okay, maybe this one will come in this week and this one. No, they all come in at once, and I'm like, how is that possible? So this always comes in with a batch of Backlist books that I have to read, and so it always gets pushed away, and I'm like, crap, because I really want to read it. I need to make it a priority this summer. This is one that came out, I want to say in January. It's about a family, so I've just heard really good things about it. The Unseekable Greta James by Jennifer E. Smith. This is her newest like adult fiction book. She's never written adult before. I believe it's always been YA contemporary. It's short, sweet, it looks summery. I would like to get to it. The last book I want to try to get to, if I can, great. If I don't, that's fine too. It's a YA book, and then See You Yesterday by Rachel Lynn Solomon. I've read all of her books, both YA and adult, and enjoyed them all, honestly. This is her newest one that's YA that has to do with time travel, if I'm not mistaken, but I would like to get to it. It came out in May, so I'm very, very behind. Like kind of tentative summer TBR. These are just books that I really would like to read this in the next few months, and if I can, great. If I can't, that's okay too, but these are just kind of on my radar. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you like this, because I do want to film another one of these in September and kind of give you my fall TBR. And you can definitely see with these how much of a seasonal reader I am, because a lot of these are kind of thriller-ish, but kind of beachier thrillers. Is that a thing? You know what I mean? Like just kind of beachy reads and also kind of beachy thriller reads, you know? And then when we get into fall, it's more like kind of atmospheric and spooky and kind of darker mystery thrillers, if you will. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.